would have been a good one to record.
Not at all.
What do you mean not at all? That was an awesome burp.
That was like a 3 on a scale of 20.
You give me tough ratings, and it's not fair. I'll pull another golden one out here soon, I'm sure. Bless everyone with this burp skill. Do you hear the crickets?
Yeah, I can hear them.
I wonder if they'll catch.
I like them.
Me too. I like you.
I like you.
We're getting married soon. That's cool.
Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks. We spent this past weekend apart, which was...
Apart is sad, but it also is good for the sake that I watched so many scary movies.
Yeah, Kirsten's into the horror films, and I am not. And I think we've talked about this, right? Have
Maybe.
we?
Oh, yeah, probably. But it just gave me a chance to watch all of the scary movies that I've been thinking about watching that I haven't seen.
Yeah, I don't like scary movies. I think that they negatively influence my thoughts on walking down dark stairways or walking into a dark garage or...
I guess it's a little creepy sometimes when you're done watching a movie, but I gotta say though, I was really upset when I was telling you about the Cannibal Holocaust. So I've heard of that one. I've never watched it, and it's supposed to be like super gory and creepy. I mean, it definitely had some morbid parts to it, but it was not like crazy like I thought it would be. But then when they killed the turtle, and then I looked that up and I was so sad. I was like, I can't believe I gave these people money. I mean, maybe it's just Amazon you're giving the money to, but at the same time, I was like...
They killed the turtle.
Yeah, they did.
Kirsten is saying that they killed the actual turtle in the making of this movie.
And a possum.
And a possum.
And a little pig.
And a little pig.
Yeah.
Didn't deserve it.
No.
That's crazy. And it was in a movie available for rent or download, and you watched it.
Yeah.
Did you know beforehand?
No, I didn't. That's why. And I was funny because I went, funny, not funny. I went and talked to Kyle and I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize that was a thing in this movie. And he was like, yeah, I feel like I heard about that somewhere. I like literally just Googled like a list of movies where there's like animal abuse, like well known. And that was like one of the first ones on there. I was like, oh my God. At least now I know which movies to avoid watching.
You're like, here's my new top 10.
No, God, no. I did, though. That's how I found the list of movies that I wanted to watch this weekend. I mean, I didn't get through all of them, obviously, because I was watching them at night. I was doing things during the day, but I looked up a list of like the best scary movies, like the best horror movies, like, I don't know, maybe most realistic scary. I don't know how they like come up with the list or whatever, but yeah, it was pretty good. I watched quite a few. The only one that I watched that I've already seen before was Evil Dead, like the remake version, because I remember when I saw it last time, it was scary to me. And then I watched it this time and it was like pretty goofy. So, but it's okay.
When did that one come out? Was that like an 80s scary movie?
I want to say maybe even late 70s.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe 80s. I don't know. Yeah. That was, apparently like a really good one too. I haven't seen I should have watched that one instead, but the remake one is like gross, I guess. Like they have probably different effects, I'm assuming, like in the eyes, and like the people just act a little better maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to see the original. Maybe we can watch that tonight.
Nah. It's so interesting how our perceptions have changed. Like you would see that movie in the 70s and be like, holy shit, that's scary. And then now we see it and it's laughable. It's the same with like old video games for me anyway. Like I was playing the PlayStation thinking like, this looks real. And
now it's
it's like, wow, I was playing a game with squares.
Well, okay, the interesting thing, similar to like the Blair Witch Project, when that one came out, people believed that was like real. And like I Googled the best like first person scary movie. I love those too. And I actually watched a really creepy one last night, I want to say. I don't even remember what it's called. It was something like Murder Party. Who knows? Anyways, but yeah, the Cannibal Holocaust one, when that one came out, whenever years ago, people thought that was real too, which is crazy. I guess like obviously now movies like that, it's just like it's a thing now. It's not like real life.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Running around with a camera doesn't mean that it's actually happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just, knowing that fact that people were fooled into thinking movies were real, like that, it was like, well, I mean, in that particular movie's case, some of it was real because of the animals, but
Yeah, which is nuts.
Yeah, I don't know, weird.
Well, speaking of Blair Witch and the woods and
Halloween is coming up soon.
Tent, that wasn't the direction I was headed in, but we can talk about Halloween.
I know where you're going to talk about your little trip. I'm excited about Halloween, so whatever. Go on.
Well, I went camping this weekend, and it's the first time I went camping this year, and that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirsten didn't come,
no.
But it was fun, and yeah, really enjoyed being out there. It's been a long time, but Kirsten also said something poignant when I got home, like, it's the most fun when we're hunting.
There's something about like setting up camp. I mean, we've camped at like campgrounds, but I feel like we've also just set up a tent other like just random places. I love that. Like I love walking around and like not necessarily knowing where you're going. Like you've got your little GPS boy, but like I don't know. I love that. And like not being around other people and just, yeah. And it's fun.
Yeah. It's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it gets dark and you're wandering in the woods and you're a little scared because you don't know what's out there. And like that like a little bit of adrenaline, that's the best part. Or you're in your tent and then something kind of moves and then you're like,
yeah. And you grab your full-size sword, your long sword, and you just swing it. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to go hunting again. I was just talking about it a little bit this weekend. A friend who's got a family member who they rifle hunt deer, I think in Michigan, but yeah.
We'll go soon. I mean, if it's not this year, definitely next year.
Yeah. And
I'm looking forward to the day when we can just like roll out of our beds and walk out onto the property and hunt.
Yeah. That's the goal. Have a lot of land, crawl out.
I don't think, and sorry, this is kind of random, but the goal, I don't think it's like too difficult. Like I feel like it's definitely an achievable goal.
In this state, it feels like it might be difficult, but we'll see.
It's all about jobs though. Like it's basically where you can live,
Yeah.
Because a commute, I mean, we know somewhere where it's cheap to, like not cheap, but like prices are reasonable for a ton of land. It's a little bit further out of like town. But if you can get a job close enough to that town and make that commute, which is really not that bad. Like I'd rather commute in and out of the mountains than Longmont to Denver. Like that's the worst.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just wouldn't do that, but
anyway, sorry. I kind of went off on a rant there, but you were talking about deer hunting, rifle hunting.
No, just missing it in general, but like since being busy with school, it's hard to find the time because like the main reason why we wouldn't go is because we haven't had time to practice and be proficient enough, or at least confident enough to know that you're placing a shot where you want to. So
yeah.
Ooh,
that'll be fun with contacts.
Yeah, that'll step the game up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move this camera a little bit.
Okay.
Keep talking, my babe.
Am I wiggling too much to one way or the other?
No, I just feel like it's more my way than your way.
Do you want me to scoot?
My way on a highway. That could help. Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't have to get up. You're on the little leggy.
Too many cords over here.
There's only one cord.
I know. Hold on.
Little ASMR. Hear the squeaks? Yeah, look at that. Nice and tight now. I didn't even have to get up.
I hate those things. The people and their chewing and whatever.
Really?
Oh my God. Like the noises. Yeah, I hate that so much. Why would you say really? Like, I hate when people chew with their mouths open and stuff like that.
I thought you liked it when I did it. when I'm like extra smacky. Oh, baby.
Oh, she wants to say hi to you this time.
Come here. Hey.
Jude.
Oh, look at her.
She likes when we do this. She just wants to be a part of it. We could film it on the floor, like on the ground, one of these episodes.
Yeah, right. She would be in it the whole time. I think I might have to pad these little clamps down here because she always blasts them when she's trying to come in here for the hugs. The hug-a-duggus. Yeah.
German Shepherds don't have feelings in their heads, remember?
It's probably not true.
I know, I'm just joking. Bad.
You're too close now, babe.
God damn it.
It's fun. Hey, no, we're having fun.
No, how about that?
Okay, well.
Well, this is the best you're going to get.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'll
take it. At least I've got Jude over here.
Everything has to be so precise and perfect.
I like it to be. Why not?
I don't know.
You only get one shot. Every day is M&M day. Do not miss your chance to blow, babe. We're on 8 Mile. What else did you do this weekend? You didn't just watch scary movies.
So Friday I went to the grocery store and I bought a pizza. And I made that yesterday, but I also made food. I didn't bake like I said I was going to. And then I came back here and watched scary movies. And then yesterday I took Jude for a walk. I went and brought my mom coffee, which was nice. And then I brought mattress to Denver, which that's super annoying. I hope maybe Jordan will watch this. And your friend is pissed.
Mattress isn't a person's nickname. She actually took a mattress down to Denver.
Yeah, just to elaborate, Jordan had a storage unit. Who's my brother. And he just moved from like downtown Denver to not downtown Denver. And I helped him move some stuff. And then we saw in his storage unit that he had an extra couch. We needed one for the basement. And there was an extra bed. We have a spare bedroom now. And we do have a mattress, but we don't have a box spring. I was like, oh, I'll take those. Like, we'll just, pump up the bed in the basement a little bit. And then Jordan's old roommate texted me and was like, hey, this is blah, blah. And you have my mattress. And then he was like, do you have anything else of mine? I was like, no. And then, I realized Jordan didn't know that was his mattress or whatever. He wasn't even sure if it was his mattress. He's like, well, I don't know what Jordan did with it, so I'm just assuming this is my mattress because I don't have one anywhere else. And I was like, yeah, Jordan's bitch ass. Getting rid of stuff that he doesn't even actually own. So I felt bad because he was going to rent a van.
Just a couple unnecessary trips.
Yeah, so he owes me some gas money. And it's funny because this guy was all... Jordan moved everything and then he like closed up that, the storage unit and then he, flew off to Cancun to like enjoy a nice long weekend. And he's got all of this dude's like utensils and stuff too and plates and dishes. And he's not being a good friend right now. Bad Jordan.
Whoops. Well, we know a good place where you can get some gold colored plasticware for a reasonable price.
Oh my God. When I sent my mom a picture of those, she's like, why did you get gold? And I was like, why not? These are pretty cool.
Yeah, why would we get any other color?
I don't know. We're talking about like utensils and stuff from Amazon that we got for the wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we could have had...
They had like the rose gold.
But...
I like the gold.
Yeah.
Because nothing
rose gold
matches,
is just
really.
trying to be gold.
Yeah. And you should wait till you see all the plates and shit. I'm so excited. So like it's literally, I work 7 days and then I'm off for like 9 work days. So
you work 7 days?
Yeah. So I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week.
Oh, okay.
And then next week I just work Monday, Tuesday.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Wow, just Monday, Tuesday. Nice.
Yeah, I took all weekend off. Half the week. I know, I'm so excited. But we're gonna be doing like all of the final little details, like picking up tables and stuff. So.
Wow. And I'm just gonna be farting at a desk.
Yeah, I'll come visit you at work one of those days. That'll be nice. Because I won't have I took a lot more time off than I probably need. I probably could have just taken like Thursday and Friday off maybe. But I just figured half the week would be good.
Yeah, I don't blame you for it. That sounds nice. I know I'll have some folks in town, and I'm going to be trying to get maybe trying to slide out early or something on Thursday. I already have that Friday off, but...
Nice, yeah, because that's internship day, and you probably just told them what was up.
Yep.
Needed the day off.
Yep. They understand.
Don't make me yawn. I
Hit you with it, yeah. So I've been sleeping in a tent, a little bit of snoring, waking myself up.
I've been staying up
around.
I've been staying up till like 1:30 a.m. and waking up at like 8. So
That's nice. That's 7 hours. Not bad.
whatever. It doesn't matter like that. It's still 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the fact that you stay up so late and it like is just kind of exhausting.
Mm-hmm. Well, the amount of sleep you get is, yeah. But it feels good to be back. I'm sure sleeping in bed is going to be very nice. I mean, I fell asleep on you earlier.
Were you falling asleep?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So.
That's the best feeling though, sleeping in bed after camping. Like when we went hunting for however many days in a row and we came back, I was like,
yes.
Thank you, God.
That is amazing. Yep.
What were we going to talk about? Fitness, right?
Oh, yeah.
Except I can't remember it's not that exciting today.
No, it's not really that exciting unless you're into it. Just in general, I guess.
Oh, you know what I did this week? I went to the Slipknot concert with Courtney.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And that was really fun, actually. So I've never seen Slipknot live. I've seen Volbeat. That's who they played with. I've seen them like 4 or 5 times, maybe. I don't know. It was like a favorite band in like college. But yeah, they played such shitty songs. I'm sorry, Volbeat, but it was so bad. Like it was, yeah. I mean, they played well, but like when I used to see them, they were still like fairly not well known. Like it was pretty small at that time. They were playing like small theaters in Denver, and like they would invite people on stage to sing and stuff. And it just felt more fun and like less.
They sold out.
Like boxy.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So like I remember seeing Five Finger Death Punch, and like all they did was talk. Like they would talk and then they'd play like 2 minutes of a whole song and like just end it.
Chromeo did that and I was disappointed.
Yeah, I hate that. But like you can tell that they're just kind of killing time, and they seemed so bored. But I guess it was a Slipknot concert, and the first 2 bands were like super heavy, like screamy, angry, really good music. I mean, I enjoyed that more than I think the Volbeat and Slipknot. But yeah, it was at the Pepsi Center, like big old whatever. And my favorite part, I think, of the night, not favorite part, I wasn't really annoyed. There was a guy and like his like trashy little crew. They like were just so obnoxious. And he was picking up cups off the ground that people were dropping and throwing them at people. And maybe if I would have just looked away, it wouldn't have bothered me so much. But like literally like an hour earlier, Courtney got hit in the head with a cup that came flying through the air. And I was like, it's probably these assholes. And then I told Courtney, if he throws one more cup, I'm going to say something. And I was like really mad. And he threw a cup and I said, it's not fucking funny. And then he said, well, I think it's funny. And I was like, no one else thinks it's funny. And there was like 2 or 3 other people just like staring at him and shaking their heads at him. And I was like, very good.
Justice.
Yeah.
So did he stop?
Yeah, I didn't see him throw any more cups after that. But he did like make his way to the mosh pit, which it's so funny. So they had a mosh pit at this concert. And I think before it was like kind of scary. You would think about the mosh pit and be like, oh, I don't want to get stuck in there. I don't want to get punched. But like when you watch them running around in there, it's just like a bunch of dudes getting like all amped up about the music, and then they just like walk around like this and like push each other, and like I could do that too. It's really not that scary.
I imagine that's really influenced by Mountain Dew and methamphetamines.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I never I never want to go to a concert where there's a mosh.
That's like all the concerts I've gone to.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, but anyways, it looks so silly now. It's like, really, this is how people want to spend their time at a concert, whatever.
Yeah.
But the Slipknot concert was pretty cool.
How do people who mosh listen to music in their car or at home? They push their mom and like hit their dad and
throw
kick
hamsters.
the cat. Yeah, throw a hamster in the oven.
I don't know. That's why I think it's just like the atmosphere, because the music, I mean, you can listen to music anywhere and it like will help you with your workout or whatever. I don't listen to music and get mad, but I just feel like when you're like in the music, so like one of the bands we saw, Behemoth,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've heard of them. I've never listened to their music, but then when they were playing, it was like really, like they had really heavy bass. It was like really cool. And then I listened to it when I was driving around yesterday on my phone in the truck, and it was like, oh, this is like so dumb. Like it's
really,
yeah.
I find like the opposite tends to happen pretty frequently, where you love hearing it in the car and stuff, and then you see them live and they suck.
I think that's true of a lot of bands, but I think for these guys, like the heavier bands like Deftones, I've seen them live. Like their music is still pretty good, but if you see them live, it's like way better. And that's how Volbeat used to be too. And like this concert, it was like, what? And then Slipknot, their sound was like off. It didn't sound great. It was very like fuzzy.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
Yeah.
A lot of feedback or something.
Yeah. But their masks were really cool.
Yeah. Do you wear the same ones or do they change them?
I think they do. I was just like looking at pictures. Like I like them on Facebook, and I saw like, I think it's all the same. But there was a guy in like a coat, and he was just like walking around, and then there were these other guys playing these drums, and they were like super animated. Like he had like these cool dance moves. Like it looks like he was like really good at them. But that was entertaining. So like even if the sound sucked, you were watching like the people dancing around the stage, looking all scary, and I was like, this is cool.
Like actual band members were doing that?
I don't know enough about them. I think so. Like they had like one of their drummers was like dicking around, but they had two drummers. And then there was like the DJ guy that had this big roby cloak thing on, and he was like, their stage was really cool. Sorry. Their stage was really cool. They had like the moving sidewalk things at the airport, just like little tiny ones. So he was like walking on the thing, and it was like moving. Like
an OK Go music video?
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
It was fun.
Nice. Perfect.
Bam.
Thanks, B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear afterwards. I remember that drive home was a little disorienting. I was like, oh, this is so uncomfortable.
Deafening. Yeah. I haven't gone to a show in a while, but I'm kind of okay with that. I see it happening at like Red Rocks, or I'll see some shows coming up, and even like stand-up comedy that I would like to go to. It comes up and I feel like I'd love to do it, but I just don't. Why is that?
I think it's just because you think about all of the like energy you have to put into going there and sitting and watching or whatever, and it just, I don't know. I used to love going to concerts, and now I'm just kind of like, I've seen them, I've done that. Meh.
It's weird because it makes it sound lazy, but we're not.
Exactly. I think we have a lot going on all the time, and at least recently, especially, I keep thinking about that. I feel like we feel kind of busy right now with everything going on. Maybe me more so than you, but I think like after the next couple of weeks, things will just be back to normal, quiet, for me at least. And then we can go to these things. I'll drive.
Yeah, that might be fun. Maybe we could do something. One of them.
I used to get drunk and buy I would drink in college and buy concert tickets. That's Courtney and I would like rotate. We'd both get pretty wasted, and Courtney would be like, oh, I'm going to buy tickets. And then the next time, be like, I'm going to buy tickets. And then that's how we would go see all those shows.
Maybe we need to start drinking more. No. Instead of, well, I don't know. I guess we could.
I feel like if there's some sort of like comedy page where you can see who's coming when, same with like music that you like, if there was just a calendar for a venue and you're like, oh, I like them or something. If you like followed something where you can see on the daily who's coming, like maybe.
Yeah. Well, I do get some of that because I listen to other podcasts that comedians do and they announce their tour schedule. So, like, sometimes I'll know so-and-so is going to be at the Denver Comedy Works in September or something. But,
Well, it's really not that far.
yeah, it'd be worthwhile. I want to get, well, I was talking about getting a couple of friends on this weekend while I was out there, and there was such an awesome backdrop where we were, our campsite. I just wish you were there, B. We could have done it. Maybe someday we'll do it outdoor.
Podcast out there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you guys could podcast, you and your little group of friends on Friday.
Maybe.
Just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought about it, so... But, you know,
we'll do one.
I'm willing to, but gotta, like, ask other people and see if they're comfortable with it. And
it's really not that hard. Anyone
usually
listening,
they're not.
It's not difficult at all.
Except all of the other work that I do.
Okay. Well, okay. But yeah, it's easy for people to join. Like me joining, like this is super easy. And for anyone else, all you have to do is sit and talk. It's really not that difficult. I guess, like, if you get kind of bored, like if you're being boring, then yeah, people don't like that. So maybe it's like a pressure you feel to be entertaining. But I've done this how many times now? Like 5?
This might be 6.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And lucky number 13. So that's cool.
Oh, that took me a second. I was like, wait, what? This is the 13th podcast. Nice.
Yeah.
That's fun. Lucky number 13 or like Friday the 13th?
Well,
it's not Friday.
Lucky 13 for me, Friday 13 for you. Somebody's getting a pot of gold for me and somebody's getting their head cut off for you.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is,
not nice.
Not nice. Yeah.
And we were on a roll last time. I'm trying to think about fun things that I've done recently or anything that's going on. I'm super excited about our vacation coming up, though. I know I keep talking about it, and then once it's done, it'll be done. But
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know who that dude is who hung himself in prison recently?
Oh, I feel like stupid for not knowing everything, but I know he was like some sex ring, like young teenage girls, and I think he wasn't like a political figure. He just was like a higher up guy for some sort of big company, right?
I don't know. That's like, I thought he was a political guy, but I don't know. I just have heard little mishmash.
Yeah, my grandma keeps posting about it, and she posts all these conspiracy theories and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. There's just so much going on. I don't hear about this guy, and I guess I don't want to, because what's the point? I feel like there's more media around it probably now that he's dead than there was ever involved with the scandal, because I never knew anything about the scandal, but yet people are happily sharing the news that he hung himself, I guess, allegedly hung himself, or apparently hung himself.
That's, American financier with an I. Anyways, my grandma posted something about how whatever jail cell he was in, apparently, he was like next to some other heavily guarded, was it Chapo? Is that what they call him? No, is he dead? There was some...
El Chapo?
Yeah, is he? Yeah.
He's not dead.
Is he in prison? I don't know. Anyways, there's some like big Mexican drug lord or something that was in jail next to him, or like close or something. And like that guy's alive and in like solitary confinement. And then like this guy is heavily guarded and people are supposed to be monitoring him at all times. And like, how did he hang himself? Like some conspiracy theories that he was just murdered or whatever.
Manifest.
Meh.
Maybe
whatever.
He imagined himself hanging and then he just died that way.
Could have been. Doesn't really...
Can you hold your breath to death?
Oh, that's a good question, but I could try right now if you want.
Nah, I don't think you can, because I would assume that you just like pass out and then unconsciously you catch your breath.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he slept on his tummy,
I don't
face in the pillow that he's not used to.
Whatever.
The Tempur-Pedic sucked his face in.
Nice. Sounds like he was a real trash person, so whatever.
Yeah. It's so weird. I don't understand it. Why kids, you know?
That's creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like, why is there this weird link between people who have this sort of power and being, like, suspected of diddling kids?
What do you mean? Like, how did they get away with something like this for so long?
I mean, it just seems and I don't mean to be, like, conspiracy boy, but it seems like I've heard a good amount of information about, like, people of power diddling kids. Like, it's not a rarity. We were just talking about the old Joe Paterno and what's his fuck? The Diddley Boys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Football team.
I mean, the sick part of it, I think, is like, yeah, it happens a lot with like high profile rich people, but like for however many times we hear about it, just because the person is like some like famous person, like thinking about all of the other people that just like live day to day that are interested in that kind of stuff. Like it's creepy and gross to think about, but like I wouldn't ever want to talk to someone like that, but it'd be interesting to see what goes on in their head that like someone could find like a small person like sexually attractive. I don't know. It's so creepy to me, and I don't know. But yeah, it is weird that they just do that.
Yeah, that was like probably the deepest that I dipped into current events recently.
Yeah.
Just saw a lot of that dude's face, and
yeah.
It's like, who is this? Why do we care?
I don't know.
I guess now that I know that he's not in politics, there's even more.
Like,
really, why do we care?
I don't know. High profile. That's what it is.
I guess so, because there are probably a lot of kid diddlers just going to jail quietly.
Yeah. But he had a lot of money, you know, so, and plus I think the reason that it's like pretty controversial right now, I think, is because he's was buddies with Trump. And there was pictures of him like with young like girls that they like with them like together. So I think people are just using this as like
not a good look.
Yeah. But anyways, geez. I think that's probably why, outside of him being like a rich famous guy of some sort. But yeah.
Wow. Yep. Terrible. Yeah, between that and people getting killed everywhere, it's like all the more reason to not look at the news.
Have you seen, there's some movie that they were going to release, I can't remember, it was like Fox or something, maybe? No, who knows? I don't know anything, but it's called The Hunt, and it was basically, have you seen stuff for that? It was like the political parties, like, I can't remember which one was hunting which one, but it was about people like going out and like hunting people basically, but they aren't airing it because Trump said something about it, like he tweeted like that would be outrage or whatever, people would be super mad. And then after the school shootings, because it was supposed to come out in like September, I want to say, and they were supposed to start like marketing it, like showing commercials and stuff, but they held off on that because of the shootings, and then everyone got all angry, and so they just dropped it basically.
So the whole movie was just about people hunting other people?
Yeah, but like politically charged. So it was one side versus the other basically. Yeah, which is weird. I mean, I don't know why.
I feel like there are enough movies with teams that we get the point.
Yeah. Well, honestly, it looked interesting to me. I watched like one or two of the commercials and I was like, hey, this is fun. It's like a scary movie, but like without a scary plot. I don't know. I mean, hunting people is scary, but it wasn't like a gory looking. I don't know. That guy stepped on a mine. I don't know.
People are stupid though. I don't
Everyone
know.
takes everything so offensively these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
My new thing, and I told Eli this, he like tells me to be like positive and let things go, and like I don't.
Please.
I saw a meme. It was just like if you something about being mad for 5 minutes, like you can be mad for 5 minutes, but if you're gonna be mad about it in 5 years, then like let it go, basically. So it's like
you're
the
not
5.
gonna be mad about it in 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a 5-minute rule. So like in 5 years from now, if I'm not going to be angry about it, then just like let it go.
Yeah, and I love that because I've always said things essentially to that
But
degree.
the memes, they speak to me.
I don't know why that is. Are there folks out there that have the same thing? Because, yeah, I was actually just thinking about that this weekend, and it seems to make sense that I should start generating memes to influence you.
Wait, you actually thought about that like before, or
Yeah.
did this just come to you?
No, this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I need a catfish account and just like drop some sweet memes.
Feed
like
memes.
Yeah.
You think I'm stupid?
It'll be like 4:30 and a meme will pop up in your timeline like, if your husband's name is Eli, he's probably hungry. And you'll be like, oh, I saw this
so
meme
funny.
and I got you 5 guys.
Hey, but I mean that wouldn't even like apply. I brought you Chipotle today. See,
Yeah,
I'm
I
always
know.
thinking you're hungry. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
You know your man hungry.
That was a bad example.
That's what the
but
meme
it would
said.
speak to me. It really would. I'd see that. I'd be like, I should get him some burritos or something.
Well, there you go, fans. Send them in. Make them convincing.
I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was good. I should find it. I'm going to post it on my Facebook. I need to find it. I keep thinking this has been coming up too lately. I think I should like delete Facebook again.
Oh.
And then I think if I delete it, then I can get on Instagram and start managing this account. Yeah, if I get rid of one social media, I'll need some sort of outlet. So.
Well, then do it.
Well, not yet. That's the thing. Is like I think I want to wait till after the wedding
Get
and
those
sharing
likes.
pictures with people. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I don't. It's your likes. I don't have friends, so like I've
not
got some
true.
friends. Well, Courtney friend, but like no one else really.
That's not true.
I know, and your friends.
But you should do the Instagram anyway, because it was like 6 weeks ago when you said you would.
I know. Just take my phone away from me.
No, that won't help because I don't want to do it. That's why I'm asking you to do it.
Yeah, I will. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay. For some reason, when I was picturing Instagram, I was picturing having like a designated phone for it, just for that. So I was like, not thinking I would need my phone. I don't know. It was weird, but
Well,
I'm just waiting. I'm gonna eat. I think we need to do the yogurt thing pretty soon. Because I just need to get it. I need just to do it. Because I keep
why?
thinking about it. Wait, maybe we could do that while we're on our honeymoon. That would be really funny.
I don't want to go to the hospital for eating too much Gogurt on our
Okay.
honeymoon.
Okay, and maybe not next week because I'll want to like I'm probably not going to eat a ton for the next like 2 weeks, but that maybe the following week after the honeymoon, and we could do it outside. So if I get sick, I'm just like ready to go.
Can I just record it?
It has to be a podcast.
Oh, like as part of the podcast.
Yeah.
So you want to eat Gogurt right here?
No, you could set this up outside.
Okay. So do a nice round table with you puking Gogurt out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'll puke it. I'm really excited about this. It sounds so good. I mean, a couple of weeks ago it sounded fun, and then I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't know if, your friend would have wanted to do it either, but maybe
Probably
I'll ask
not.
him.
But I would like to do one with mozzarella or mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella wing.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. Think
Sounds
about it's a
yum.
texture game. Think about Gogurt and the accessibility. You just like you squeeze it right in.
Yeah, but
And then think about mozzarella cheese. It's textured. You have to.
Yeah, like slowly eat delicious mozzarella stick.
We have to come up with like a good premise for the Gogurt. Like it has to be like. It'd be better if it was a competition. Honestly, maybe Kyle will do it. Maybe Jordan will do it. I don't know.
Nice. A race.
Yeah. in time. So like whoever can eat the most in like a certain amount of time. But like it's got to be like idea. 5 minutes or something. You got to really open it up.
5 minutes? No
so
way.
It allows you to get sick, because you're not going to go the whole 5 minutes.
No.
You'll get a little sick beforehand.
You don't want to get sick. That's not that shouldn't be the goal. I think if you make it short enough that somebody would actually watch the whole thing, that would be beneficial.
Is it possible to die from... Every time this is so funny. So like you genuinely want to know about like something bad. Like one time I accidentally took 2 pills of my thyroid medicine and I thought like I started Googling like, am I going to die? Whatever. And it's fine, obviously. But when you ask about anything like how to die or are you going to die from this much, whatever, like the first thing on my phone, it's always like a suicide hotline that comes up. And I'm like, okay, I don't need that. I just want to know.
Death by Gogurt.
I know.
Please call someone.
Well, I know you can drink too much. Like if you drink a lot of milk in like a short period of time, it can make you sick. And I know Gogurt's like very dairy based. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably a lot though. Because, a little Gogurt pack doesn't hold that much yogurt. It's not like a cup of yogurt.
Yeah, we're going to get a ton of them. So that way I can eat them all. Is it possible? Is eating too much yogurt bad for you?
Yes. Get that probiotic touch, though.
As long as it's low-fat yogurt is an excellent package of calcium, proteins, and carbs. We're not concerned with the amount you're eating, but we are a little worried about the flavor. Gogurt's good, though.
Gogurt is good. That's what you got out of that?
Yeah.
They're worried about the flavor, the entire flavor of Gogurt.
Yeah.
We're worried about that. A little extra sugary.
Yeah, I guess it's all just like, yeah, you can eat yogurt. You can eat a lot of yogurt. It doesn't matter. But there's nothing like about consuming so much yogurt in a short span of time. So if there's nothing out there on it, my guess is no one has died from it. No one's gotten violently ill.
No
so
one's tried it. No one's tried smashing as much yogurt as possible in a short amount of time. Frozen yogurt, though, and that's probably safe. So I don't see the issue.
I remember we were talking about that when we first were talking about the Gogurt. I used to freeze those, too. I'd put them in the freezer. It's so good.
Yeah.
But then you would get impatient as a young child. You would put it in the freezer. You'd wait like 20 minutes. You're like, okay, I need it now. And it's not frozen all the way, so it's not as exciting.
You didn't just like leave the box in
No.
there?
Took it out and started eating it.
Just in general, like the whole box?
Just 1 or 2.
At a time?
Yeah.
Like, I want this one extra cold, but not really.
I was very, compulsive. Is that the right word? Like, as a child, like, if I had 1 bowl of ice cream, I needed, like, a second. Or if I had 1 ice cream bar, I needed a second one. Like, I could never, like, control myself. If I wanted, like, a piece of cheese, I needed, like, 2 more. Like, it was never 1 is good enough for me. I needed, like, a ton.
Well, that's just dopamine being dopamine. And getting them yum-yums.
Well, then I had no control.
Like, yes, please.
No control, no patience.
It's
and
hard.
Here I am now, large.
Impulse control. Do you remember when we watched that magic show on Netflix with the one dude and it was like kind of funny?
Yeah.
There was that one thing that he did with the marshmallows and the kids, and they put the marshmallow on the plate. It's like, if you don't eat the marshmallow, when I come back, I'll give you 2 marshmallows.
Yeah. Do you remember what happened? Did they eat the marshmallow?
It depends, but like most kids do, because their brain hasn't like developed that impulse control yet.
Wow.
So you could see them like really struggling to not eat the marshmallows for the kids who didn't. Yeah.
Well,
like staring at it.
This is also a random thought. What about kids these days versus kids like when we were kids? And I feel like kids now are a little more privileged. They're on the social media. They're playing on iPads and tablets and shit. So maybe they feel entitled to that marshmallow. So maybe when we were kids, we wouldn't eat the marshmallow because we knew we would get in trouble if we did.
It's actually a really old study. So
Okay, well, this is
but
just a thought that I had that sounds accurate, so I'm just going to go with that.
yeah, I could see. That probably has some influence on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Kids like their sweets.
S'mores.
Yeah, I had one this weekend.
No, I was jealous. You guys were talking about s'mores in the group text. Weird.
Yeah, I could have another one. We should make s'mores over the stovetop.
No.
That'd be nice. Gasoline s'mores.
I used to. S'mores that's one of the things I remember as a small child. I used to make them in the microwave. Like I would pop them in the microwave and eat that. And I remember we used to have a babysitter that ate all of our snacks and stuff. And my mom would come home and she'd be like, "You guys ate all the snacks." And we're like, "No, it was the babysitter." But I remember one time I wanted to make s'mores. And I went and she had eaten like all the chocolate or something. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding?" Well, obviously as a child I didn't think that, but I was very mad.
Fucking kidding?
No, I remember I like locked myself in the bathroom and I cried. I was like really mad. I was like, "Come on, like you ate all the chocolate." Bad.
That's me now.
No.
Where's the chocolate?
We don't have any chocolate, so.
Well, here come the tears. Time to cry.
I'm not even like a big fan of sweet things. I like sweet drinks, and s'mores are okay on occasion. I think I had a lot of sugar as a child. Now I just really meh over it.
I'm not. Yeah, I got done with the Rolf appointment earlier, and he has this bowl of chocolate eggs from Easter sitting out there, like little chocolate eggs. And I know that was months ago, but I've never gotten one. And today I ate one.
Oh.
And it was not worth it.
Not worth it?
No.
Not worth it.
No.
Old chocolate. Was it wrapped at least, or was it just
yeah,
like,
they're
okay.
like the little foiled egg boys. I'd like to get him in here. He's getting married actually next week.
Next? Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask you earlier if you did that like before, or if that was like happening soon. Mm-hmm. Do you know where they're doing their wedding?
I don't know where they're doing the wedding, but the honeymoon they're doing in Estes.
Oh.
So, but I'd like to get him on here sometime.
Yeah.
Talk about
Rolf.
Rolfie Dolphy.
Yeah, he's got a pretty crazy life too. I don't know how much you'd want to talk about that. Well, at least his young life and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we could talk an hour about Rolf stuff specifically if he's interested in that, but we'll see. You know.
Sorry that you have to have me instead on nights that people don't want to join. Not don't want to, but maybe we just don't want to. Just don't plan in advance.
Yeah, it's hard for some. And I probably should actually try to schedule some. That went well for the few weeks that I did, but I don't know.
Do you have a Facebook page for this?
No.
Oh. I guess Facebook doesn't. We should make a Twitter. I've never used Twitter. Oh, I should manage that too.
Please.
We should invite people to join.
Do it.
Maybe that's what I'll actually. No. I was say maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow during work. But then as I was thinking that in my head, I was like, that's bad. Tomorrow's a busy day. And then the rest of the week will be a little bit slower. So maybe I can kind of play around with that on my break or whatever.
Yeah, or probably not. And then we'll talk about it in a week or so.
What did you drop?
My phone fell out of my pocket.
Judah's startled. Here she comes.
Oh no, my phone.
Oh, hi, puppy.
Oh, it's your turn.
Come here.
Come get that boom boom pow.
Nope, right here. Come on, Peeb. Come on.
Oh.
Yep, she doesn't care.
Oh.
She smells like farts, though,
Does
so
she?
it's okay.
Do you smell like farts, dude? Watch your little head.
Yeah, she does smell like farts.
Oh, she's sad.
Aw. Come here, you fart machine.
Fart machine.
Jude.
Oh.
I wish the camera was just a little lower. You could see
I
her
know.
stupid little head.
Need a camera person.
Aw. Hi, Pam.
Focus on the dweeb.
She's doing little shark circles.
Yeah, she's an active shark.
There she is.
There she goes. Oh, what are we doing on the microphone? That's a good girl. I think she's happier now that she got to do that.
Yeah, she's feeling good.
She wanted to get up there and lick the face.
I wonder, has she ever sat in that chair before?
French fry. No,
She probably
but
kind of wants to.
rather her not.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's already kind of worse than when
Banged
I got
up?
it. Yeah.
From butts?
I don't know. It looks like it got wet or somebody spilled something on it.
Oh.
I don't know. But it's a trusty chair. One thing I haven't done this past week is look at the analytics to see if we've gained any countrymen.
You know what I was just about to say, too, is before you named one of the episodes something with scat, that I mean, like, I knew, like, there's a word for poop or whatever, and I, like, just, you don't hear that word often, I feel like. And in the last, like, 2 weeks, I've heard it in, like, many places.
Nice.
Like, it's so weird. It just keeps coming up.
So you're saying I should name this one scat in many places? Keeps coming up.
You could.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be an effective method for me. Reaches the right fan base. They're spread out and they're a quiet folk.
We should get, like, a little poop. Jordan has this, like, poop emoji little pillow thing. It's, like, this big.
Yeah, that's okay.
That'd be a good little decoration to add to our collection.
Maybe if I were like Twitch streaming or something.
Nah.
I'd like to get, Josh suggested that I get movie set money.
What is that?
This is fake money. I could get,
Oh, movie set money. Gotcha.
Could get, what's that? Oh, man. Scrooge McDuck gold coin pouches.
Ah. Nice. Send them. Still waiting. I mean, you probably wouldn't have told me if anyone did say anything, but waiting for someone to request for you to take your shirt off. I'm already beating you there. I already did.
Yeah. Well, I had to cut it out. That was interesting.
Yeah. So I'm already ahead of you, and these people don't even know it, but that's for the best.
That's true. Well, nobody really cares that much about me not wearing a shirt. Just like I don't care that much about not wearing a shirt. It might help, especially if we did like a scat-based shirtless podcast.
Right, and you weren't wearing a shirt, and the
you
title
could
was
rub
something
your poop
about
on me.
So the title is something about scat, and you're shirtless.
And then you rub your poop on me.
No,
But your poop is my poop.
you're not making any sense.
Well, I'm tired, and I'm sorry. I know it's shining through, but
I'm a little tired too, but it's not. I mean, like, I feel like this has been a fairly productive. We talked about like local or not local, like current politics stuff, like not politics, current news, whatever. I can't talk kind of political.
talked about some
week?
dude hanging himself.
Yeah, morbid. Scary movies, always a good one. I'll talk forever about those. I love scary movies.
Mm-hmm. Shooties.
And the wedding. That's one of, oh my God, my mom's all, I told her when I went up there today, I was like, we need to cut the grass a little bit. Like, it's still pretty long. Like, it's, like, if you're walking around, you're going to feel like if you are wearing sandals or something, you're going to be getting lots of grass on your feet. So it needs to be shorter. But there's dog poop still all over the place. And I was like, there's dog poop everywhere. And like, we are going to have to clean that shit up, literally. And she's like, what? We just cleaned it the other day. And I was like, well, you missed like all of it.
No, you didn't.
So that's what I'll be doing like the day before the wedding, cleaning up dog poop. So people don't step in it.
Well, that'd be a scat heavy episode.
Yeah. You could just like walk around filming me picking up dog poop, and that could be an episode.
I could sell that video to creeps online privately. Just you picking up poop.
You know, it'd probably be, I bet this is a thing, like stepping in poop.
Ooh.
I bet there are creepy people that like that.
Guys, please.
Walking around barefoot, stepping in poop.
Yes. Poop wine. Made from the finest smashed poop.
Large feet, too. People
Poop
love
grapes.
feet. People love poop, apparently.
Come on, guys.
I've got all of those things.
Send money in if you want to see my ladies step on some poop.
By the way, poop, not mine, dog poop, to clarify.
Yeah, to
Lots
see
of dog
her
poop.
get poop in between her toes.
That sounds so gross.
She won't.
Anything in
She won't
between the
just take
toes.
pictures of her feet, but she'll do videos of her stepping in dog poop for you. So holler, please. Also, I want people to send in artwork, like stuff like this little thing, you know. And I mean, Garrett gave me that in person, but it's nice to have little stuff. I like it, you know, fill up the space.
Yeah, so you're okay with like whatever, but not like a little poop.
No, why?
Not an actual poop. I picture like a little toy poop.
But why would I want a little poop on
I'm
there?
going to order one on Amazon tonight, and we will have a little poop next time.
Maybe only if you're on, but I don't want poop on the table.
People like shit. Just kidding. Just the foreign people. Just kidding, everyone. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Please
this
stop.
Conversation is taking a turn.
So if you guys would send in artwork that isn't poop, that'd be cool. Or if you want to send poop to Kirsten, she'll step on
it. Send me poop. I'll step on the poop.
Yeah.
No, it's so funny. I was just thinking about how, like, I always talk about like poop. Like my family, we're all like, we're pooping.
Poopaholics.
Poop. No, I mean, we're just open about it. And you used to hate that. I would say, I'm going to go take a poop. And you're like, I don't need to hear this.
It's not that I don't hate it. It's just that I've created a shell, an emotional shell.
Breaking down those boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking down the walls.
Yeah. My brain just is like, okay, this is life now.
Okay. What did I say earlier when I said something about poop? I feel like I said it really funny. I'm going to go pop a turd or something.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But I used the word turd. It was really funny.
Yeah. I
and
just support you.
Like, good luck.
Have fun.
Yeah.
God bless. Yeah.
What else? There's other weird things that we talk about, right? That's like, I just don't need to hear that. I don't feel like that's one, but.
Yeah. I don't know. My baby talk. You don't like that?
You talk like a baby? Wait, give me an example of your baby talk.
You don't like when I say pee pee.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
She doesn't like when I say pee pee.
Well, not when you're referring to a dick. Like, no. Say
I'm
dick.
I'm not referring to a dick. That's a terrible word. I'm referring to a pee pee.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't like that. Not a fan.
Fine. Do you want to try some extremely hot sauce?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
That idea is taken.
Well, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. But also might be a fun way for you to try to fall asleep.
What?
Hot mouth.
Oh my God, that sounds awful. That would be fun though if you had someone that likes spicy things. You guys could do like a spicy food challenge. I could make the spicy food. No, I don't like spicy. That reminds me when you got the spicy brick of vegan meatloaf or whatever from that water course or whatever. No, City downtown.
Oh
You're
my
like
God.
Sweating. That's weird. That's so weird. I mean, no judgments, but when people sweat because they're eating hot food, I'm always so like I need to find out the science of it because it just seems so weird. Like,
wait, you don't sweat when you eat hot food?
No. Or maybe I just don't eat hot enough food.
Yeah, that's not true. You're a liar.
You're a liar.
You're a liar. Everyone sweats.
No.
Yeah, you sweat.
Not as dramatic
when
as
you
you,
eat
though.
Spicy food. Well, I sweat a lot. That's just me.
I guess maybe that's why my thyroid's jacked up. Maybe if I had a better working thyroid, I would sweat when I eat spicy things.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I sweat when I eat anything.
I'm not sweaty right now. Normally I have been. I think it's kind of cooling off at night, which is really nice.
A little bit.
Very nice.
I'm very, very thankful that I don't smell.
You don't smell?
Yeah. I sweat a lot, but I don't smell.
Oh, no, you don't smell.
Thank God.
I smell. Sometimes I'll put on deodorant and I'm like, ooh.
Extra sauce. Hot sauce. Tangy. Stinky.
All right. I feel like we're losing you. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm like barely hanging in here.
Okay.
The whole hour, I feel like it's been a bit of a struggle, but you know.
I think I woke up a little bit. I feel like I have been like over talking you a lot too, so I'm sorry, but hopefully that's helped a little bit.
I think it's for the best. I think you putting the team on your back and carrying this episode has been a benefit because like I said,
sleepy boy. Well, you had a long weekend.
Yep. Bedtime. I got a bed looking ahead. I got
melatonin. Sweet melatonin.
Melatobi-1 Kenobis. Yeah, I don't really have I don't know. I guess I don't have like a great reason to be super tired, but I just feel it today.
That's me too.
And we ended up doing this later, which is fine because I got stuff done earlier and you got stuff done earlier. But
watch TV.
I feel like, well, I mean,
the chores.
We didn't have enough time. Yeah, that. I went to my appointment, did laundry.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Ate. Got homework done. So it was productive, you know.
Good Sunday.
If I did that earlier, if we did this earlier, then I guess I would have been, right now, I would have been editing this. But
you can do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the plan. I'll just put it out on Tuesday or something.
Woo.
But yeah, we should do, if you don't mind, we could do this like earlier in the week, and then it'll just be something I don't have to think about on the weekend.
Yeah, of course.
Weekday.
Oh yeah, we'll be filming some podcasts probably consecutively to release them while we are out getting married and shit.
Yes. Yeah. So if we do those in the evening versus the nighttime.
Yeah.
I'll be a proper pony.
Choo choo.
Yeah. I know you can hear the train. I've heard it before. It pulls through, but
and all the crickets. I'm sure that'll be fun. That'll be nice, peaceful. So if you listen to this podcast, that'll just be like an added element of relaxation.
I don't know if they'll actually be. I hope they can hear the crickets because I can hear them on the headphones, but I don't know if they'll actually be able to.
Well.
I hope you can. If you can't, then pretend that you can. Or get a cricket video on YouTube going in the background. That might help. You get the atmosphere and aura that we're experiencing here that's lulling me into a opium-like
sleep
stage. Yes. Like full REM with my eyes open.
Ooh.
Well,
that was gross. I'm so full. I ate way too much food today.
Negative on the scale.
Real quick before we wrap things up, when Eli and I first met and I was becoming more comfortable around him, I would rate his burps, which you wouldn't think that would hurt anyone's feelings, but he took it very seriously. So on a
bullshit
1 to 10 scale, they were very honest. A 10 burp is one that's a shocking, you're not, it's not like you're excited and that was so cool. You should be appalled. It was so gross and loud and disgusting that you're
no.
And I've never heard that from you. So your burps are
I blow you away with my burps all the time, and then you look at me and you're like, 3.
Yeah, but you've heard my burps are way better than yours.
No,
anyway.
They're not. Get real. You have little baby bird lungs. You can't burp like I can. I've got the diaphragm of Hercules.
No, mine are way better. Anyways, that's the backstory. So Eli's burps are typically average. And he gets mad.
Average. You guys have listened to this podcast. You've lost ears. That's the only time the mic peaks in this podcast is when I burp.
When I do that too.
That's much louder than anything else.
That's gonna
turn on our German fans. Great. Thanks. Now I'm gonna get dick pics in my Gmail account. Great.
Fun.
All right. Well, that's another week in the books. Thanks, B. I appreciate you coming on here.
Oh.
It helps.
See, I keep hitting my elbow against the globe.
Yeah, I know. It's probably not going to stay, but I like the idea of tucking us in.
Yep.
Could put it right here in the middle and we could spin it.
But how do we hold hands?
We don't. All right. Backstreet's back. All right. Here we go. We're back again. No strings attached. And still waters run deep. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you listened all the way, wow. And we'll see you guys next time.